Good evening from New York. We begin tonight in unprecedented fashion. Liberals, progressives, Democrats. Our top story tonight is not really for you, though you are encouraged to rubberneck at the train wreck. Tonight, our fifth story is a genuine and sincerely genuine attempt to help Tea Party members around the country. Politico, the mainstream political news website, today publishing a secret document it obtained establishing definitively that some of the nation's top Tea Party leaders are using you to line their own pockets and propagate the precise establishment politics that you hate so much. Here it is. And the reporter who got it is standing by to talk with us. It was written just days after last year's tax day Tea Parties proposing the creation of the Tea Party Express, the group that launched 1,000 bus tours. The Express charter was not written by a Tea Party leader, nor even by a grassroots independent, but by a Republican operative, telling Politico the Tea Party Express could, quote, give a boost to his consulting firm's PAC, Political Action Committee, and position us as a growing force. The charter is worth quoting at length. Bringing established Tea Party leaders onto the Express, quote, will be a very sensitive matter. We have to be very, very careful about discussing amongst ourselves anyone we include outside of the family, because quite frankly, we are not only not part of the political establishment of conservative establishment, but we are also, sadly, not currently a part of the Tea Party establishment, i.e. Michelle Malkin, Eric Odom, Smart Girl Politics, Teacott, Freedom Works, Newt Gingrich, etc. We can probably pull off a phenomenally successful tour without these big ego establishment types. The document also talks about how to appear authentic. We've already discussed doing a casting call among our Nevada supporters and donors to appear in at least one of our TV ads targeting Harry Reid to buttress our authenticity, their quote marks, in running ads in the state. One goal, electing Republicans. Quote, it is also worth considering making a return run to Michigan. Former Republican Michigan Governor John Engler has recently stated that he believes the Republican Party will do quite well in Michigan. But the big goal of founding firm Russo Marsh? Money. For them. Sal Russo telling Politico, we're hardly making any money at all. Politico reporting that after its scheme, the PAC quadrupled its fundraising, paying almost half that money to the Russo Marsh consulting firm itself and to Russo Marsh's sister company, King Media Group. The PAC's former political director telling Politico, quote, we stole the brand name to make money. None of which stopped Sarah Palin from shilling for the Tea Party Express today in Boston.
We applaud you for uniting and for putting up with all the BS from the lamestream media, with some of the ginned-up controversy with the Tea Parties, false accusations of this group being racist, being violent. Thank you to the Tea Party Express for putting up with that and still uniting Americans.
In a whole new way tonight, in the way of the three-card Monty dealer, this woman is an idiot. And if Tea Partiers still doubt they are being played, consider what Palin said at the Tea Party Express rally today about Tax Freedom Day, the day signifying what portion of the year you work to pay your taxes. The later it is, the higher your taxes are. This year it fell on April 9th, meaning you worked 99 days just to pay your taxes. This year and last, as the Tax Foundation itself shows, the earliest, therefore the lowest tax days in decades. Under Bush, it was never earlier than April 14th, meaning you worked at least 104 days for the government under Bush. But here was Palin today.
Folks, we need your voice now more than ever. Americans now spend 100 days out of the year working for government before we even start earning money for ourselves, for our families, for our small businesses. 100 days out of the year.
That's low. As promised now, Politico's senior reporter, Ken Vogel. Great, thanks for your time tonight, Ken.
Hey, great to be with you, Keith.
Opinions aside, have I got the factual outline of your story correct? Is there anything else we should add to get it straight?
Well, the firm Russo Marsh and its operatives have really pushed back hard against this idea that they're making a lot of money off of it. They say, yes, we received $1.9 million in payments from this PAC, which is now the Tea Party Express, but a lot of that was for overhead. We passed it through to television stations for ad buys. We passed it through to email list vendors to rent lists. But of course, a lot of that then comes back to them because they're using these ads and they're using these emails to direct people back to the PAC to give them more money. And in fact, the firm is not making made hardly any money from any other client other than this PAC since they've sort of unveiled this Tea Party Express branding. And there's no doubt about it. This plan has been a wild success beyond the sort of most ambitious expectations of these operatives. They are in the conversation both within the Tea Party and beyond, and they have tapped the Tea Party for a sustainable revenue stream in a way that many others have tried but have not succeeded.
The Russo Marsh operatives also have been insisting today that they believe in the cause, but they have dropped some of their previous policy priorities to fit in with the Tea Party, correct?
That's right, and they make no bones about it. They sort of search for where the energy is on the right, and in some ways they kind of have a chameleon sensibility to them. In 2003, where the energy was, they're out in California, mind you, was in the attempted and successful recall of then Democratic Governor Gray Davis. They were behind that. They talked about, after that ended, using the email list and sort of the status that they built up during that to launch sort of a conservative MoveOn.org. Then during the 2008 presidential campaign, they went out and attacked President Obama, then candidate Obama, in ways that even John McCain ruled out of bounds, invoking his controversial preacher of Obama's controversial former pastor, Reverend Wright, and praising Sarah Palin. And now the energy is with the Tea Parties, and so they're on that, and they're doing quite well with it.
This document that you unearthed also said that they were counting on Fox News, not just to mention or in some journalistic sense cover, but to promote the concept, the Tea Party Express. Tonight, there is a report that the Society of Professional Journalists is calling Sean Hannity's charge, or plan to charge, admission for taping of his show at a Tea Party event, which is going to happen tomorrow night, wrong, incestuous, and a clear conflict of interest. Essentially, this is what the Tea Party Express was counting on?
I mean, they were counting on Fox News commentators to promote their rallies, their bus tour, to kind of offset their lack of credibility within the Tea Party movement, to give them an edge up. Of course, Fox News has differentiated between its commentators and its news side, but there's no question that this group that became the Tea Party Express saw this as part of a business model.
I actually was being sincere when I said that the story was for the benefit of the people in the Tea Party. But even if they don't believe me, are there actual Tea Party leaders who would agree with me?
Oh, many of the sort of grassroots Tea Party leaders have called for distancing themselves and their activists from these Tea Party Express. Some have even called for boycotts of their rallies. But what's ironic here, Keith, is that this group has used the very sort of tactics of Republican politics and has benefited from their years in Republican politics to kind of circumvent the questions about their credibility and their sort of grassroots standing within the Tea Party movement. And they've done so successfully in sort of a slickly produced, very well scouted out bus tour manner that has left them in kind of a unique position as the one group that has cracked the code of being able to profit from and advance their own status from the Tea Party movement.
Ken Vogel, senior reporter for Politico. Great work. It's an unbelievable story. It's a remarkable story. Thanks for bringing it to us, and great thanks for your time tonight, Ken.
Hey, thank you, Keith.